Hi everyone.
Hi.
Today we are making taco casserole. Taco
pie, you know, something like that. But we're using this Mingle taco seasoning, which is an awesome kind of all natural, no fillers, no nasties taco seasoning that we can now get in Australia. We bought this from Low Carb Emporium. We'll put the link below. We've got a discount code with them if you're interested. But you can also buy it in some Coles, but I think Coles supermarkets, but I think it's kind of
dependent.
Metro. But it is really awesome and really delicious, and that's what's going to be the flavour in this taco pie. So I'll just run through some of the other ingredients. We've got some mincemeat, or like ground beef, some onion that we've just diced up, some jalapenos that we've just diced up with no seeds or anything in them. So it's not too spicy for Dan.
I can eat it, and I reckon most kids could tolerate the jalapenos.
It just gives a nice flavour. It doesn't make it spicy. We've got some chopped fresh coriander.
Out of the garden, guys. Out of the garden. It's very exciting.
Some tomato paste, just a bit of water and some ghee. And then that's kind of for our mincemeat mixture, like our taco meat. And then we're going to put a layer on top of like cheesy cauliflower rice. So we've got some cauliflower rice, some cheese and some sour cream. So the first thing we want to do is, I just find it easier to cook the cauliflower rice in the microwave. So I've just got it in a heat-proof bowl. Just going to cover it with a bit of Glad wrap. Don't put anything in it, no water or anything, and just pop it in the microwave on high for 5 minutes. And then once that's cooked, we just want to set it aside to cool completely while we prepare the mince mixture. So we're just going to pop this in the microwave. Okay, so our cauliflower has been cooking for 5 minutes, and now we're just going to leave it here to cool down. It doesn't have to be cooked completely. We're just kind of softening it up because we are going to bake this in the oven at the end, but we just want to leave this here now to cool down while we prepare the mince.
So with the cauliflower rice, yes, you can buy it at the supermarket already done, but I had a discovery the other day when I was looking to buy it. It's so much more expensive to buy it that way, and I'm back to ricing it myself. It's not that hard. You just put it in the a little food processor, blend it up, and we've decided it's actually nicer.
I like the texture better. It's a little bit finer. Sometimes you get like really big chunks in it with the supermarket one, and also it doesn't last very long. So it is better to do it fresh, and if you're feeding more than 2 people, 100% you should be doing it yourself, because that really adds up if you're buying like multiple packets. But for ease of, you know, if you want something quick and easy and you want to pay the premium, it's good that we have it.
And we do buy it.
Exactly.
But
don't make it like we're holier than thou.
We definitely are not. We're definitely not. The other thing I was going to show you while that's cooling a little bit is our range of Mingle seasonings. We found these guys really early on in our keto journey, before they were in the regular supermarkets, and we have some really good ones. So they name them all with an S.
Yeah, I think they've changed the names of them.
Yeah, I think they have. This is a spicy one called Sophia. We've got Sassy, which is like a smoky one that we put on steak and stuff. Sammy is like an all-purpose one. This is Erika's favourite. It's the ranch one that we use in like our ranch dip and a few other things.
We don't use that in our ranch dip.
But we do use it in something.
We do.
And this one is
garlic,
used to be sienna, but it's garlic and herb.
So they've changed them from those S names to more, I think,
generic,
relatable names. Because the ranch one was called Sally before, so.
And I think they've also made them in a smaller kind of jar now, and maybe a little bit more cost effective. But
the good thing is they are just like no fillers, no nasties. They're, you know, so you're not getting sugar or wheat or anything like that in them. You know that it's just herbs and spices. I normally still need to add a little bit of salt to them because I don't find that they have like some of them don't have any salt at all, so but yeah, they're awesome to have to like really kind of add flavor to quick and easy meals. Okay, so we're just going to move over to our cooktop to get this mince mixture going. Okay, so we've just also preheated the oven to 200 degrees Celsius, 400 Fahrenheit. And I've just got my pan on medium heat, and I've got a tablespoon of ghee that I've melted. You could use olive oil, whatever your preferred cooking fat is. And I'm just going to add in our onion and our jalapeno. And we're just going to kind of saute this gently for about 5 or 6 minutes. We don't necessarily want it to brown, we just kind of want it to sweat down. Okay, so our onion has cooked down a bit, and we're just going to add in our minced meat. And then we're going to I just use a wooden spoon to kind of break it all up. And we just want to break it all up into small pieces and cook the meat through. And I've just turned the heat up to high now. So our mince is all broken up and cooked down. So now we're going to add our mingled seasoning and our tomato paste. And we just want to cook that by itself for a couple of minutes. Okay, so I've just cooked off the spices and the tomato paste for a couple of minutes. It smells really delicious in here now. So I'm just going to add half a cup of water, and then I'm going to leave that to simmer away until it kind of all reduces away, because you don't want it to be kind of liquidy at all, but we'll just let it simmer for a couple of minutes until the water all reduces. You can see now, like if I move it, it's all thick, like the sauce is very thick, there's no kind of liquid coming, so that's what we want, because we don't want our kind of end result to be watery. So now what we're going to do is just take this off the heat. We're going to add in our kind of coriander leaves. It just gives it a nice bit of freshness. And we're going to just leave this to cool down while we finish off our cauliflower rice mixture, and then we'll pop it all together. Okay, so let's make our cauliflower mixture. This is like cooled down while we've been making that. So now we're going to add in our sour cream. So we've got a cup of sour cream and some salt. And we're just going to add that into the cauliflower rice and then stir it all together.
As always, we always pop the full recipe link in the description below. So if you're going to make it, all the measurements and everything are in the full recipe. So make sure you check out the description below for that.
Yeah. So we just want to stir this up to make sure it's all combined. Kind of makes a really nice topping.
If you wanted to make like a cauliflower rice side, could you do that and put like some sour cream in it, or make it too mushy?
Probably be a little bit mushy as a side. You could try it. Everyone likes different
I'm sure
things.
It's delicious with sour cream.
I'm sure it's not bad. Okay, so you can see that's all come together. It's just like a nice big creamy mixture. So let's get our baking dish ready. Okay, so we're just going to take our meat mixture and make a layer in the bottom of our casserole dish. So we just want to spread this out into an even layer. You can use whatever kind of size or shape dish you have. This is just for 4 people, so you want to make sure it's big enough, I guess. So once that is all smoothed out, then we're going to pop our cauliflower mixture on the top. Okay, so we just want to be a little bit gentle, spreading it out, make sure there's a even layer of cauliflower on top of the mince. The good thing about this dish, I think as well, it's kind of all in one. Like it's got your veggies and your meat and everything all in one. So, I mean, you could certainly have a side with it if you like, but you don't need to.
The other thing that you've mentioned before is that you can kind of get it to this point with the cheese on top,
yeah,
and put it in the fridge
Yeah.
And like, so if you wanted to cook this kind of the night before or something, pop it in the fridge.
Yeah.
And if you had, you know, a hectic afternoon, you could just come home, chuck that in the oven, and then dinner's ready.
Yeah. So if you're someone who meal preps 100%, you could do this on a Sunday up until this point, just cover it and pop it in the fridge, and then pop it in the oven on the night you want to eat it.
And we have also frozen servings of this.
Yeah.
It works completely fine.
Yeah. We've had leftovers for lunch.
Leftovers for lunch the next day. We've made it a few times, so it really is a winner, because every time we eat it, we go, this is really good. Like, we look at each other like, how good is this? Like, it's like we're surprised that it's a good recipe. It is a really good recipe.
Right, so I've just popped the cheese, grated cheese on top of our cauliflower mixture, and now we're going to bake it in the oven.
For 30 minutes.
Yep, so it'll go all golden brown on top and bubbly and delicious.
How good does, like, cooked bubbly cheese look? It looks so inviting.
And smell, like it smells really delicious.
It smells so good.
So as you can see, it's kind of all gone bubbly around the edges and the cheese is all melted and golden. But it's probably a good idea just to let it sit out for 5 minutes or so once you take it out of the oven, if you want to kind of try and slice it up like a pie. So let's see how we go here.
So this serves 4, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it's like a very decent sized serve.
It is, yeah.
Let's see if we can get this out. Might not be in
Are
one
you going
piece.
for a clean one?
Well, we'll see.
It's messy with the mince in the bottom.
Yeah, we'll see how we go.
Oh, not bad.
Pretty good. Looks good to me.
So, like Erika said, there's really no need for a side with this. Maybe you want to do like a little side salad or something, but because it's got the cauliflower rice in it, there's really no need for the side. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really, really good. There's so much flavour in that taco mince part at the bottom. You get a cauliflower taste, but it's so good, and the cheesy bit on the top is the best because you get that little kind of deliciousness.
And you could, like, it's nice to put maybe some fresh coriander, or you could have some avocado kind of guacamole or something with it if you wanted to go down the Mexican road, or just like a green salad, or we just eat it like this.
We really do
and
just eat it like that.
So definitely give this a go. I think it's a really family-friendly weeknight dinner.
If you've liked this video, guys, we need you to give it a thumbs up so we know to do more recipes like this. Thanks, guys. Bye.